Nineteen teams started the NHI AA Division II football season back in August. Blood, sweat, tears, lots of hard work. 8 teams emerged from the meat grinder that is the regular season. Milford Spartans, the 3rd seed with a 6-2 record, playing host today to the Bobcats of Plymouth High School. They come in at number 6 with a 6-3 record. Both these teams taking the field today lost the final game of their regular seasons. One of these teams is going to move on in the playoffs, the other's going home. Hello everyone, I'm Kevin St. Ange here on Granite Town Media. I am the voice of Spartan football on Granite Town Media, welcoming you to an extended edition of the Coach's Corner Show. Joining us on his extended edition of the pregame Coach's Corner Show, head coach of the Milford Spartans, Keith Jones. Coach Jones, 6-2. If I told you this back in August, this is where you'd be, the number 3 seed going into the playoffs, would you have taken it?
I would ask you why you didn't say the number 1 seed. No, hey, it's a blessing. It's another day to play football. It's great for these kids after the last couple of years we've gone through. Just glad to be here. It's a beautiful day. See what happens. What
do you think about this Plymouth Bobcat team on the other side of the field here?
Can't say enough about the Plymouth Bobcats. They're here every year. They know what it's like. They're seasoned, and we're going to have our hands full.
A couple keys to the game today, Coach?
Ball control and turnovers.
He is the legendary one, head coach of the Milford Spartans, Keith Jones, making his way in the playoffs. What a difference a year makes. Here on Granite Town Media, all the action, Spartan football, led by this guy, Keith Jones. Joining me now on the extended pregame edition of the Coach's Corner Show, head coach of the Plymouth Bobcats, Chris Sanborn. Coach, 6-3 this season, the number 6 seed coming into the playoffs. The more things change, the more they remain the same. Here you are, Plymouth, back in the playoffs.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We talked in the beginning of the season. We lost a lot of seniors last year. A real good group went to the championship, and we just said, we want to get in the playoffs. And that's our goal, and we got in the playoffs. We had some up and down through the season. Had a lot of injuries we battled, and not 6-3 wasn't quite what we hoped to end up. But you know what? We're here and we're in the playoffs, and that's what you can hope for.
5 straight trips to the state championship, though, and you're looking for a berth in number 6.
Yeah.
What are you going to have to do today to make sure that happens? Or put you on that path anyway?
First of all, we got beat a pretty good team over there in Milford, well-coached team, and they got some real good players over there. Obviously, Barnhill and Zielinski are just beasts up running the ball. They're just very good. Number 69, the lineman, is just an absolute terror up there. So, obviously we got a real good team in front of us. I think a team that has always got championship aspirations. They almost had Timberland, almost had Lebanon both. So I know how good they are.
Real balanced attack on your side, though. You've got 14 touchdowns on the ground, 12 in the air. Going to give this defense a little trouble, I would think.
Well, hopefully, but I don't know. That's pretty good defense over there, so hopefully we can. But we gotta really play well today. We gotta play better than we have at times. We gotta play our best, and we're gonna need some breaks to go our way. Hopefully, if the ball gets on the ground, it bounces our way. That's what we're gonna need, some breaks like that to make it happen.
He is Chris Sanborn, head coach of the Plymouth Bobcats, going for a 6th straight berth in the NHI AA Division II state championship game. Good luck, Coach. Keep your kids safe and healthy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
It is a high blue sky, crystal clear today. Leaves are falling. Wind light and breezy, 52 degrees. Can you say November football in New Hampshire? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Granite Town Media's coverage of Milford Spartan football. I'm the voice of Spartan football on Granite Town Media, Kevin St. Ange, joined in the booth today by longtime youth and recreation football coach Dan Betty, who is going to help us out with the color commentary. Dan, we are in for a treat today. The number 3 seed Milford Spartans with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses. 2 losses, by the way, that came against the division's 2 undefeated teams in Timberlane and Lebanon. Are hosting the Bobcats of Plymouth. Now, the Bobcats need no introduction. Winners of 20-some-odd state championships. Doesn't matter what division they play in. When they're in a division playing football in New Hampshire, they're a competitor and they're a threat to win every year. And once again, head coach Chris Sanborn has his team in the playoffs. Seeded number 6, 6 wins, 3 losses. Both Milford and Plymouth back their way into the playoffs, though, ending the season with losses. However, all those numbers are out the window because we're starting the second season, the postseason. Dan Betty, how geeked up are you about this game?
Excited for playoff football, and the captains are getting out there to the center.
We'll get the coin toss in just a moment. A little bit more about these particular teams. Plymouth, pretty balanced attack, have 12 touchdowns through the air. Quarterback senior Curtis Cross, very efficient in his passing attack, 82 yards per game. Not big numbers, but good enough to get the ball into the end zone. That's balanced against a very solid running attack, 14 touchdowns on the ground as well. So Milford's defense will have their hands full with this very balanced Bobcat attack. The all-important coin toss to establish the first possession of the game. Let the men in stripes sort this all out. Bobcats will receive the opening kickoff from the southern end zone here at Spartan Stadium. This is the fourth and final game of the NHIAA Division II quarterfinal round. We know two of the teams that are going through to the next round, Timberlane and St. Thomas, held serve in their bracket, and Sauhegan and Lebanon are playing. They're underway now. We'll hope to get you scores during the course of this game as well. The winner of the Lebanon-Sauhegan game, it will face the winner of this particular game. Head coach Keith Jones identified a couple of keys to victory here. Balanced defensive effort by the Spartans. The team that doesn't turn the ball over has a better chance of winning this game. Pretty basic stuff from longtime head coach Keith Jones. A lot of respect between these two programs. Of course, the storied program that the Bobcats have put on the field at multiple divisions. Milford, no slouch in that department either. 6 state championships over a 45-year period or so. Keith Jones, the winner of one of those himself. Bobcats have taken the field. Back deep to receive our number 20, Calvin Sampson, a tri-captain for the Bobcats. Also back deep is number 26. That's Brock Tanner, senior running back for the Bobcats. Set to kick off for the Spartans. Number 9, Colin Gregg, the part-time soccer player, part-time football player, full-time athlete.
Right.
We're set to get underway. Light breeze here at Milford at kickoff. Colin Gregg pacing it off, ready to step into the postseason here in NHIAA action at Spartan Field. Squibbler kick to the left side of the field into the end zone and then out through the side of the end zone. That will give the Bobcats their first possession without a return. Spartans have an opportunity to put their defense on the field first. Sometimes in postseason play, get the jitters out by, not handling the ball, but instead having an opportunity to put a hit on somebody. Knowing head coach Keith Jones, that's probably exactly how he would have wanted to start the game. Ball is spotted at the Bobcat 20-yard line, and here we go. First offensive series of the game for the Bobcats, running a wing T offense. Cross under center, give up the middle. Looked like it was to the fullback.
Tripped up by number 21, Caleb Francoeur.
5-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Nice sized crowd still filing their way into Spartan Stadium here at Spartan Field. Jake Crawley wide left for the Bobcats. Cross, hands up the middle to number 20. That was Calvin Swanson, 5'11", 175-pound senior.
22, Caden Zielinski with the takedown there for no gain.
One of Milford's tri-captains, Caden Zielinski, missed some time earlier in the season with some injuries, was expecting to have a big season running the ball, really expected to carry the offensive load, but that mantle was passed off to Logan Barnhill pretty early in the season. Barnhill, the number 5 rusher, I believe it is, in the division. Shaw under center for the Bobcats. Little jet sweep action around the edge by number 22, that is Dylan Welch. Leads the team with 431 total rushing yards. 5'9", 155-pound junior. Took it a little handoff from Cross, turned the corner, but looked like he tripped up a little bit. Short gain, 4th, and let's call it a long 4. Back to punt. Parker Eastman, I believe, is our junior punter for the Bobcats. Charlie Erda set to receive for the Spartans. Snap is good. Punt is away. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. I think that was Will Fogarty, however, who punted for the Bobcats, number 86, as opposed to Eastman. In any event, the Spartans will get their first possession of the game. Great field position to open this quarterfinal NHIAA postseason action, 49-yard line. Charlie Erda, junior quarterback, the 4th of the Erda family football players here at Milford.
A long line.
Coming wide to the right, Trice Cody. Barnhill in the wing. Zielinski switching fields. He takes the hand. The fake is to Cody. Zielinski turns the corner. He's down the sideline. He's gone. First play from scrimmage. He's going to take it all the way to the end zone. 51-yard rushing touchdown by senior Caden Zielinski. Milford Spartans on top. One offensive play, one touchdown. This could be a very interesting day if that pattern keeps up. 9:47 of the first quarter, and the Milford Spartans are on top, 6-0.
51-yard run.
51-yard run from scrimmage, and it was a nice little trick play. Zielinski came on the same kind of action the Bobcats showed, a little jet sweep action. He faked as if it was going to be a double or a reverse rather to Cody, and Colin Gregg, the senior, steps into the PAT, and that's good, making the score 7-0.
The corner bought the handoff and gave him enough room to go in the corner and take it.
That little fake to Cody on the end around, caused that corner to have to pause a little bit.
Yep.
Zielinski might have beaten him anyway, don't know, but he might have also been slowed down just enough to get that neighborhood help. But that didn't materialize. Zielinski got the corner, hugged the sideline, and took it 51 yards to pay dirt. 7-0 is your score. We're going to step aside for just a moment to keep it right here on Granite Town Media for all your Spartan action. We're back here at Spartan Field. 7-0 is your score. Milford Spartans take their first offensive play, 51 yards for the touchdown. Senior Caden Zielinski, 1 rush, 1 touchdown. Senior Colin Gregg, number 9, set to kick it away. North to south here at Spartan Field, end over end kick, fielded at about the 15-yard line by the Bobcats, where the return is to just shy of the 20-yard line. I believe that was handled by Brock Tanner, number 26.
Taken down by number 7, Cade Cloutier, the sophomore.
Head coach Keith Jones likes to work in some underclassmen. In the last couple of years, he's been able to do that. Caden Zielinski and Logan Barnhill, as sophomores 2 years ago, were very productive for this Spartan ball club. Cade Cloutier stepping into the mold of both of those upperclassmen. Here comes Drake Crawley wide to the left. Crosses under center, gives it up the middle, little off guard to the right. carried by number 24, Anthony Ciotti. Short gain, 5-yard gain, second and 5. Beautiful day here in Milford. If you're hearing this game and you're in town today, why aren't you here?
Right. It's beautiful out here.
Similar formation again, wide to the left. Give is to the fullback. Didn't catch the number, kind of buried behind the line here, but short gain. That'll be a 3rd down. Looks like it was Ciotti again.
Yeah, taken down by Tri-Captain Ben Kilgore.
Ben Kilgore led these Spartans out onto the field, and he looked geeked up. He was pumped and ready to move, and everybody kind of coalesced right around him as well. 3rd and 2, very interesting play here. Ball is spotted at the 28-yard line, call it the 28. Tight formation for the Bobcats. The give is to number 20, that's Calvin Swanson. Little inside handoff, little trap action maybe on the line of scrimmage, picks up enough for the 1st down, moves the ball from the 27 to the 32.5, just shy of the 33.
It was Zielinski on the tackle as well.
This Bobcat team has 3 rushers that average 50 yards per game. So as a team, they're rushing for about 150 yards per game against a defense that gives up almost exactly that. Inside handoff again. Nice run by Swanson. He's broken it free to the left side. He's met by Barnhill and Erda. Ball came out at the end, but it'll be interesting to see what the call is here. One official's indicating fumble. We still talking about it on the field, though?
No, it looks like they ruled it
down by contact, so that's a 1st down. Nice little run by Swanson. Another inside handoff, little trap action going on in the interior line.
Good blocking up front by the offensive line.
Big gain by the Bobcats, moves the ball for the first time into Spartan territory at the Spartan 45-yard line. Cross under center, bunched formation again for the Bobcats. The give is to number 24. That's Ciotti. Ciotti reverses his field. He has one man to beat. Charlie Erda brings him down, but not before Ciotti picks up a 12-yard gain for a 1st down. Bobcats with a nice sustained drive here.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle by Erda to prevent the touchdown. There was no one behind him.
It was a touchdown-saving tackle for sure. Yeah. Spartan defense being tested here on the ground. This is a quarterback, by the way, does average 82 yards per game through the air. Jake Crawley, 5 touchdowns, caught. So this is typically a balanced Bobcat attack. Right now we're getting a steady diet of the ground game. Cross with Ciotti. Cross back to pass, looking down for Crawley. Overthrows Crawley, covered well by Erda. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Keep the ball spotted at the Spartan 34-yard line.
Well covered by Erda on that one. Staying step for step on.
So 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the Spartan. We'll call it the 33.5. Crawley wide to the right. Cross gives to number 20, Calvin Swanson. Again, a little inside handoff. 4-yard gain, maybe 5. We'll see where they spot the ball here. It is about a 5-yard gain, so 3rd and 5 coming up.
Erda with another solid takedown.
Bobcats at the Spartan 28-yard line, going in, Cross jogging into the huddle from his sideline with the play. Nice sustained drive here by Plymouth. You knew a veteran team like this not going to be rattled by one score to open the game by the Spartans. Cross under center. The give is to the fullback again, met by a host of Spartan defenders.
Taking down Vernon Leclerc, number 61 in the middle, helping out in the middle.
No gain on the play.
Fran Corey in on that tackle as well.
Big 4th and 5 here.
Loss of about a half a yard on that play, bringing up 4th and 5, 4th and 6. I guess it really wasn't a loss of yards. Right at the line to gain. Line of scrimmage, excuse me. We're a little rusty here on Granite Town Media. We had a COVID game. We had a West game canceled due to COVID. 2 away games. Whistles on the field. Timeout by the Bobcats at the 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Milford Spartans up 7-0, but here are the Bobcats on a 4th and 5 looking to get that first down or score. We'll step aside and join you on the other end of this. Hard to know how many times in the course of a game you're going to have a 4th down offensive play, but here we have one. It's early in the game, so for right now it's a big play. Cross rolling to his right, flushed from the pocket a little bit, although it's a designed rollout. He's taken down from behind, did not pick up the first down.
Cross on the keeper.
Good coverage downfield, particularly on number 81, Jake Crawley. Bobcats going to turn the ball over on downs to the Spartans. Ball is spotted at the 26-yard line.
25-yard line.
So the Milford Spartans went 51 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This would be almost a 74-yard touchdown if they were to do it on their second play from scrimmage. Probably too much to ask for.
One would think.
Nice sustained drive, every 3 to 4 yards per carry would be exactly what head coach Keith Jones would like to see. Erda takes the snap, gives it to, gave it to Cloutier. Cloutier with a nice carry, probably 6 yards on that carry, brings up a 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, it was taken down by Brock Tanner for a 6-yard gain.
Both quarterbacks just seem to be magicians with the ball with these inside handoffs. So I'm going to tell you right now, over the next next hour and a half or so, I'm going to be calling the wrong running back because they're both hiding the ball very well and disguising who they're handing off to. Cloutier again to the left side of Erda. Snap was early. Erda was not ready for it. That's going to be a loss of down here. Looks like the Spartans recovered, but that'll bring up a 3rd down and loss of about 4 yards.
It's a great job getting on that ball.
So we're looking at a 3rd and 8 now for the Spartans at the 28-yard line. Erda trotting out to the huddle.
Big difference in play selection when you're 3rd and 8 versus 3rd and 2. So let's see what they draw up.
Trips formation to the left side. Cloutier. Bad snap. It's going to Erda picks it up. He's rolling to his left, looking downfield, gets a little daylight, floats one out of bounds just to get rid of it and not lose any more yardage or throw the interception. So live to play another down. That'll be a 4th down and 8.
That was a seasoned play there. Good decision, good football decision there by Erda to throw it up.
The Erda quarterback family, not really throwing quarterbacks. They're amazing running quarterbacks. But that was a very smart and astute quarterback play for the junior Charlie Erda. So both teams come out, their second possessions. Bobcats move the ball pretty efficiently. Drive stalled at the Spartan 25-yard line. Spartans can't get that snap from center to quarterback, so they end up punting, and it is a punt by Colin Gregg to the Bobcat 40-yard line. was not able to be fielded. Short punt, but effective punt. Keeps the Bobcats from returning. But they will take over here 1st and 10 from their 40-yard line. 3:15 of the first quarter, 7-0 is your score. Here come the Bobcats, 1st and 10 from their 40-yard line, 3rd offensive series. The give is to the up back. That is number 24, Anthony Ciotti.
Anthony Ciotti on the carry.
He's taken down by Logan Barnhill.
Leads the Bobcats with 72 yards per game rushing. Had a nice season for the 5'8", 165-pound senior. 2nd and 5. Ball at the Bobcat 45. Tight formation for the Bobcats. The give is to number 28, Dylan Welch. Dylan Welch around the right end, dragged down from behind by Charlie Erda after a nice long gain by the Plymouth Bobcats.
Taken down by Charlie Erda as well. Big gain, but another touchdown saving tackle by Erda.
Bobcats are pounding the ball up inside, and that inside handoff in that trap action is having its way with the interior line of the Spartan defense.
Yeah, it's not just the announcers. So yeah.
Tight formation again. Again, the give is to the up back. Still on his feet, number 24, Anthony Ciotti.
Yeah, taken down by Erda again.
5-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 5, maybe even 4.
Yeah, they keep getting to the second defense, so Erda's making a lot of these tackles.
Not the way you want to expend your quarterback's energy on defense.
Exactly.
Division II football, a lot of players playing both ways, but you want to keep your quarterback fresh for offense. Tight formation again for the Bobcats. The give is to Ciotti. He's picking his way along the right side of the line. Met there by big number 69, tri-captain Ben Kilgore and friends. Caden Zielinski joining on that tackle. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 4. Ball on the Spartan 21-yard line. Again, the Plymouth Bobcats making deep penetration on their drives.
Eating up the clock, too. Very sustained drives.
Under a minute here to play in the first quarter of play. Give is to Dylan Welch. Welch running, churning his legs. Picks up the 1st down, is going to move the chains.
Yeah, he's taken down by Michael Lima, number 33.
But not before he picks up the 1st down, and the ball is spotted on the Spartan 10-yard line. Milford Spartan's going to have to dig deep if they're going to want to keep the Bobcats out of the end zone here. This tight formation for the Bobcats, very effective. Cross under center. The give is to Ciotti. Ciotti picking his way to about the 3-yard line. Big hole. Could see that even from here. Our camera angle picked that up as well. Nice big hole for Ciotti to run through.
Trace Cody held on to the feet, taking him down, saving the touchdown, but get about 7.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Milford Spartans jumped out to a 7-0 lead on their first offensive play of the game. Since that time, it's been all Bobcats, though, running the ball up and down the field. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Join us for the second quarter in just a moment.
At the end of the game, you will be recognizing the senior players and their parents on the field. Any senior football player who wishes to record a meeting will follow. Granite number will be on your access form for the equipment check.
Second quarter of play set to get underway. Bobcats on the 4-yard line of the Spartans to give us to Ciotti. Ciotti off tackle to the right side, steps into the end zone. And just like that, we have a ball game. 7-6 is your score, pending the point after touchdown. Bobcats, nice sustained running drives.
They continue to pound Ciotti up the side, and there seems to be a good hole there for him to run through every time.
Back to attempt the point after. Actually, we have a misnumbered play. Oh, it's number 86, excuse me. That would be Will Fogarty. Missed him earlier. His extra point attempt is good, making the score 7-7. Milford and Plymouth figured to be a tight ball game. Both teams like to run the ball. Both teams are very disciplined under long-established head coaches, Keith Jones of Milford, Chris Sanborn of Plymouth. Here early in the second quarter, we have exactly that, a 7-7 game.
Exactly how we expected it. Tight.
So Dan, tell me a little bit about your experience coaching some of these kids. You worked with was it the Mustangs program back in the day? And you saw these kids when they were
little,
smaller than the pads they're wearing now.
Exactly. They've all grown up into the big men that they are today, and seen them grow up on this field. So I'm sure this is exciting for them as well. We got Logan Barnhill right back to receive with
Cody and Zielinski on either side of them, set to receive the Will Fogarty kickoff. First time we've seen the Bobcats kick off in today's ball game. They received the opening kickoff, were 3 and out. And the Spartans were able to score on their first offensive play from scrimmage. Here is an end-over-end kick, comes down to Barnhill, left hash mark. He's looking to go up the center of the field, looking to really cross the field. Gets a nice block, and it moves the ball out to the Bobcat Spartan 20-yard line.
Taken down by, looked like Joe Peters, the tri-captain for the Plymouth Bobcats.
Haven't seen or heard from Logan Barnhill yet today. Here we are in the second quarter. Logan Barnhill led, Spartan rushers with over 800 yards rushing. He was also one of the top receivers for the Spartans. Haven't called his name yet today, except for that kickoff. So we'll see if head coach Keith Jones solves the quarterback center exchange problems they had on the last series, and are able to, start moving the ball down the field. A lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball. That would be number 60, Connor Gamm. Right tackle looks like jumped before the snap. That's going to cost a couple of yards to the Spartans.
Legal procedure against the Spartans.
5-yard penalty brings the ball back. Nose of the ball is on the 15-yard line.
That'll be first and 15 for the Spartans.
While we're waiting for the next play, halftime in the Lebanon-Sauhegan game, 27-6. Lebanon over Sauhegan at the half. Hope to get an update on that score throughout the game. Winner of that game plays the winner of this game. Harris Jones switching his tight end position from right to left. Erda back under center. Give is to the second man in the out of the backfield. That's Logan Barnhill. One stiff arm, gets to the sideline. Bulls his way to a first down, nice 15-yard, actually call that a 20-yard gain for the senior Logan Barnhill.
Yeah, taken down by Brock Tanner, but like you said, after about a 23-yard gain.
Barnhill goes 6'2", 185, rushed the ball 102 times for 822 yards this year, 8.1 yards per clip. That was a nice 20-yard gain.
And he didn't look for the sideline. he looked for the contact to get it 5-6 more yards.
Out of the shadow of their goalpost now, the Spartans looking to do something here. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Jones again switching from right to left. Wing formation, both sides, Zielinski and Barnhill. Zielinski's in motion. The give is to the fullback, however. That's number 7, Cloutier. Super sophomore with a short gain there, 3-yard gain it looks like.
Jeffrey Lyford, number 50, with the takedown in the middle.
Spartans showing a little bit more composure after the quarterback center exchange and then the penalty to start this drive. But here we are at 2nd and 7. Ball just shy of the Spartan 40-yard line. Harris switching again, this time from left to right. The give is to Zielinski. Off tackle to the right side. 4-yard gain, maybe a 5-yard gain. We'll wait till they move the down marker here.
Yeah, it was Nate Ruff that took him down in the middle.
Unfortunately, that's going to ruin his yards per gain, yards per carry average when you go 1 for 1 for 51, and now you've got a short one here. But 3rd and 4 for the Spartans. Much more manageable than the previous third down plays we've had. Jones to the right side, right in front of Barnhill. Erda out of the shotgun. He's going to take it to the right side. Looks like he's picked up the first down. Faked the inside handoff and kept it himself for a first down gain. Ball spotted at the Spartan 48-yard line.
Xavier Clifford with the takedown there, and a seasoned quarterback play there. Looked for the yardstick and knew where he had to get to and then dove for it.
Moves the chains. 40, just in the nose of the ball on the 48-yard line. Here come the Spartans. Nice sustained drive. They started this drive, was at the 20, moved it back to the 15 on a penalty. Here comes Barnhill in motion. Fake is to him. Erda looking to pass. He has Harris Jones wide open out to at the Bobcat 30-yard line. He tripped over the 30-yard line. Otherwise, he was going into the end zone. Son of a head coach, Keith Jones, Harris Jones, wide open. And he's going to get some ribbing for falling down on the yard indicator.
It might be a long ride home.
Long ride home?
Long ride home.
He lives here in town, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Nice play from the junior quarterback.
Well designed.
To the sophomore, really utility player. He plays a couple different spots. Plays quarterback, plays tight end. Here comes Erda. The give is to Cloutier up the middle. Oh, I'm sorry. The pitch is to Barnhill. He turns the corner on the left side. Again, I got fooled on that inside handoff. Yep. I swear to goodness I saw that going to Cloutier.
I did too.
Nice pitch, though, to Barnhill. He turned the corner. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage here. Waiting on the officials to indicate. Now they're moving the chains. First down for the Spartans.
Very deceptive play there. Well designed, well executed, and
Erda quarterbacks have been fooling me for 3 years on their
that's right.
Their handoffs. So
that's right.
Nice sustained drive by head coach Keith Jones, Milford Spartans. Erda now under center. Cody wide to the left. Zielinski in the I formation. He gets the ball. He cuts back across the formation. Short gain for the Spartan senior.
Taken down by number 54. On the play, tri-captain Eddie Camp for the Cougars, the Bobcats. Sorry.
This is a big Bobcat team. They have 3 players that go 230 plus.
Yeah. They're big up the middle.
Excuse me. 6 players over 200, 3 players 230 plus. That's something to watch in the second half, third quarter, fourth quarter. Do they, as they these big bodies start leaning on some of these smaller Spartan players, is that going to tire them out? Erda under center. He keeps it. He turns the corner. He's looking for the end zone. He's got the pylon into the end zone. Milford, Spartan touchdown by a quarterback, number 10, Charlie Erda.
They ran that RPO, the run-pass option that they've got there, and he chose to keep it, made a good choice, and ran into the end zone relatively untouched.
At the 7:13 mark of the second quarter, Milford Spartans on top 13-7, waiting for the extra point. And we actually have a final from the Lebanon-Sauhegan game. Lebanon 47, Sauhegan 20. That game, we're told, has gone final. So the winner of this game goes to Lebanon in the semifinals a week from today. The question is, will it be the Bobcats or the Spartans?
That was a great sustained drive, like you had said, to take some time and give a good answer to Plymouth on that one. So
Colin Gregg set to kick out of the hold of Trice Cody. The snap is good. Ball is down. The kick is away, and it is good. Milford Spartans 14, Plymouth Bobcats 7 at the 7:13 mark of the second quarter.
13 seconds left in the first half. The score is Milford 14, Plymouth Regional 7. We did get a final score from the Lebanon-Sauhegan game. Lebanon did win. So the winner of today's football game will advance to the semifinals on Saturday, November 14th, in Lebanon High School. And also a reminder that the building restaurant West Road for the documents and portable toilets are available near the parking lot end zone and concession stand.
Milford Spartans set to kick off at the 7:13 mark of the second quarter. Colin Gregg, the senior, about to boot it away. Before he does, though, a shout out to the Stillwagon family. Recently moved and relocated to Florida, checking in here on Messenger to let us know they're watching the game. Streaming live on Granite Town Media. That Colin Gregg kickoff goes through the end zone. No return by the Bobcats. The ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. Milford Spartan defense have its challenges now to try to slow down this Bobcat rushing attack.
yeah, they have not had much success on that last drive. The first drive, 3 and out. Last drive, they found some success on the Plymouth side, and they've continued to run that option. So let's see what we come up with on the defensive side this time.
Plymouth running a very traditional wing T offense. A lot of heavy T, double wing, heavy slot. Again, another tight formation for the Bobcats. Cross turns around, hands it to the up man again. I believe that's Ciotti. We'll double check that, though. A lot of inside handoff action by the Bobcat offense.
Anthony Ciotti on the carry.
Yeah, taken down by Erda yet again.
8-yard gain on the play, though. Chunk plays that just keep these chains moving.
Yep, eating up clock, eating up ground.
One thing we haven't seen from this very disciplined Plymouth Bobcat team, we haven't seen I don't believe we've had a penalty on the Bobcats yet, and they also haven't put the ball on the ground except for the one play in their first drive, but it was after down by contact. So here come the Bobcats, 2nd and 1. Cross under center. He gives to Dylan Welch. Welch puts the ball on the floor, and it looks like the Spartans have come up with it.
Number 33 came up. Yeah.
Milford Spartans recover the ball. Michael Lima pounces on the Dylan Welch fumble.
That was Francoa that, put the helmet on the ball, sound tackling, and released that ball, and, Lima jumped on it.
Very fortuitous bounce for the Spartans. They take over on the Bobcat 36-yard line.
It is not an announcer's jinx, but didn't you just mention the holding on to the ball?
Kev Stradamus. Kevin St. Ange, also known as Kev Stradamus, predicting the future here. Here come the Milford Spartans. Erda under center. The give is to the wingback, Logan Barnhill. One man to beat, makes one juke. Ball bobbing and weaving, or Barnhill bobbing and weaving his way down to the Spartan. Looks like the 8-yard line. Beautiful gain by the senior. There is a flag on the play, however. We'll have to sort this one out. We got a personal foul, it looks like, against the Spartans. That's a drive killer. You just take over on a fumble, on a turnover. Nice long run by your senior leading rusher. And it's coming back. I didn't see the personal foul. Not sure if we'll get replay here on Granite Town Media today. Love to see if we could find out who that that penalty might be on. You know that Coach Jones is going to be rewinding that more than a few times, just from a coaching perspective.
The penalty is a hold, block in the back.
So the first indication was a personal foul, but now it appears they're changing the call. Still talking about it on the field.
So that penalty is a block in the back and not a personal foul. 10-yard penalty moves the ball back to the
Public address announcer Emeritus Steve Martin letting us know that it was a block in the back, not a personal foul. Still sorting things out on the field. First down. First down indicator still showing. Winding the clock. Here we go. First and call it about 7.
First and 7 for the Spartans.
Both teams showing they have the ability to create chunk plays for themselves. Barnhill in the I formation. However, the give is there is no give. Erda kept the ball. Looked like he really stuck it into Cloutier's belly there, but he pulled it back and lost his footing, frankly.
Yeah, and then Caden Sanborn finished it off. But yeah, it's difficult to see the handoffs. They're very deceptive. So
it's the second or third time we've also seen a player kind of slip down, no contact, and that was one of the things one of the assistant coaches for the Spartans mentioned to us before the game was field conditions. How well would this field hold up? Doesn't have a lot of experience of playing postseason football here in the last couple of years.
Postseason soccer.
Postseason soccer, yes, but not so much the football. Here comes Erda. Zielinski goes in motion. The give is to Zielinski, trying to turn the corner. Nice open field tackle, though, by the Bobcats. No gain on the play.
Yeah, that was number 22, Joe Peters. Oh, maybe I got him wrong, 23. Xavier Clifford with a great open field tackle.
Loss of a couple yards on that play. Spartans are kind of sputtering here, having benefited by the turnover. They're certainly running clock with a lead, but there's a lot of football to be played here, and this Bobcat offense absolutely has the ability to score.
That momentum killer with the that penalty really showing its effect. But third and long.
Cody split wide to the left. Erda under center. Barnhill in motion. Erda not sure if he's going to give it to Cloutier. Does late. Short gain, not much there. That'll bring up a fourth down. Not sure our quarterback really read that play that well. Given how clogged up it was, Cloutier was already being tackled before he had the handoff.
Yeah, a dangerous handoff there. Great job by Cloutier to hold on to it
and as effective as Cloutier has been in his sophomore campaign here, but when you've got Caden Zielinski, all-state shot putter, discus, Mr. Olympus type athlete, give the ball to the senior and and everybody else get out of the way. Him, Barnhill. I'm not sure what we're trying to accomplish there, except maybe create some balance. But here we go on 4th down and 8. Rolling to the right, Erda looking downfield, has Cody, going to overthrow him though. Nice coverage on the play by Brock Tanner. Cody had a step, just couldn't quite catch up with that overthrow by Charlie Erda. So the Spartans are going to turn the ball over on downs to the Bobcats. Bobcats first down, ball is spotted at the 34-yard line.
There was a great block there that allowed him to throw that. Number 7, Cloutier, protecting the quarterback there because he was going to take it down in the backfield.
Designed rollout for Erda, put him on the run, give him a little bit of space, consistent with what you described earlier, a little run-pass option for him in space. Let your athletes be athletes and be athletic in space. Cross gives to Ciotti. Ciotti trying to turn the corner on the right end. Not really able to do that. Cody in on the tackle with Connor Gam and a few other friends there as well.
Yeah, and they are now going after that football. They're poking at it, punching at it. Good job holding on to it on that one.
14-7 is your score at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter of play, first half of play. Milford Spartans scored on their first offensive play of the game. have been really playing a lot of defense ever since, though. Bobcats have been able to put together some nice sustained drives. Cross under center. The give is to Welch. Welch makes one man miss. Now just needs to make Charlie Erdem miss. Charlie Erdem, high tackle. He stood up. Not seeing a lot of great form here on our tackling, especially in the secondary, is enough to keep him from going to the end zone, but the ball's now going to be spotted at the Bobcat 46-yard line, and again, the interior line of the Spartan defense having a tough time with these big offensive linemen of Plymouth.
Like you mentioned earlier, Kevin, the size does take its toll on you, and we have our quarterback out there that did hold him up rather than form tackle.
Give is to Ciotti again, straight up the middle. Nice chunk play again.
Ciotti on the carry for the Bobcats.
Number 69, tri-captain Ben Kilgore on the takedown.
That moves the ball into Spartan territory, second down and short. The amazing thing about this Bobcat offense is they've been in second and short, and third and even shorter. So that makes it very manageable to pick up their first downs, and that's really what head coach Chris Sanborn is looking to do.
Yeah.
Pick up first downs, control the ball, control the line of scrimmage with his big offensive line. We got a flag on this play, short run. 2 flags coming in, one early, one late. We'll have to sort this out. Short gain on the play. So before we figure out whether it's third down or not, we'll let the men in stripes have a conversation.
Tackled at the Spartan 45-yard line.
A face mask against the Spartans. Spot foul moves the ball well into Spartan territory. 30-yard line to be exact. Spartans playing a little uncharacteristically undisciplined. Movement earlier, a couple of big penalties here in the second quarter. Here come the Bobcats looking to tie this game up before halftime. Just over a minute to play. Cross to Ciotti. Ciotti, right tackle. Basically, again, kind of an inside handoff. We have a timeout on the field.
Connor Gam on that tackle.
Spartans walking over to the sideline for a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. We're just under a minute to play here in the first half of play. Milford Spartans 14, Plymouth Bobcats 7. Just under a minute to play here in the first half. Milford Spartans 14, Plymouth Bobcats 7. Plymouth Bobcats, however, threatening. The ball spotted at the Spartan 27-yard line. Cross, back to pass, looking to the right, up, actually over the middle to Crowley. Nice defensive play by Trice Cody coming in from behind to bat that down. But, however, Crowley did have a step, and he was open. A nice throw, but a little better defense on that particular play.
Well defended by Cody. However,
it was in Crowley's hands, though.
He did have the hands on the ball, yep.
3rd down and 7. Ball respotted again here at the, I think I called it wrong before. It's at the 27-yard line.
You were right, yeah.
Clock stops on the incomplete pass here. Tight formation, bunch formation for the Bobcats. Cross under center. The give is to number 20, Calvin Sampson.
Taken down by Barnhill on that carry.
That'll bring up a 4th down, 3rd timeout taken by the Bobcats here in this first half of play. 4th and about 2. Plymouth calls time. So, Dan, we started talking earlier a little bit about your time here in Milford coaching youth football. Tell us a little bit about the program if you can. What are the ages, and if people want to get involved, how do they find out about it?
It was a feeder program, the Milford Mustangs, that had ages between 4th grade and 8th grade, and it fed right into the high school football program. And a lot of these kids started there, and they graduated on through, and Keith Jones, huge supporter of that program, and as you can see, as they get into the high school ranks, they just fit right in, as you see with a lot of the freshmen, sophomores that make this field and participate in a meaningful way.
Here we go, big play here as we wind down the first half of play. 46 seconds remaining. Plymouth Bobcats with a 4th, and we'll call it 3 now. Cross under center. He's dropping back to pass, looking to throw, does so over the middle. That's picked off by Charlie Erda. Charlie Erda looking for some room to run, and he's taken down at the Spartan 14-yard line. Exciting play. Not sure what we're going to do with the ball at this point, though, knowing head coach Keith Jones probably going to let the clock run out. Be content to have a 7-point lead going in at halftime.
And they get the ball.
But every time I say that he's going to be conservative, he does something unique. So we'll have to let the game play itself out. Nice defensive play by Charlie Erda, though. Read the quarterback pretty efficiently. Played kind of a center field there.
Yep.
It was more of a deep zone, a 2-deep zone. As a safety, kind of reading the play in front of him, keeping it in front of him. So very good play by the junior free safety / quarterback, Charlie Erda. Trice Cody wide to the left. And we've got movement on the Spartan offensive line once again. Very undisciplined effort by the Milford Spartans today. Very uncharacteristic of Keith Jones-led teams.
Yeah. Keegan Hatch.
Since we don't talk enough about the offensive and defensive linemen, and we hate to say when they make the penalties as well, but in this case, probably appropriate because it's absolutely killing the offense for the Spartans today. Same formation. Here comes Trice Cody to the near side. Erda under center. The give is to Barnhill. Doesn't look like the Spartans are really looking to do a whole lot. Probably just run out the clock as we mentioned. Don't think they have to run another play here. This clock should wind down first half of play. Milford Spartans won the first half 14-7 as the clock winds down. We're going to step aside and we'll join you for the second half of play here at Spartan Field. Milford Spartans hosting number 6 seed Plymouth Bobcats. We got 24 good minutes of football coming, so come on back. Welcome to a special edition of the Spartan Spotlight. Joining me today will be Milford Spartan senior parents with special memories of their Spartan seniors. Who do we have here today?
Dawn Barnhill.
And who is your senior?
Logan Barnhill.
And what's your favorite memory of Logan on the football field?
I have so many of him throughout the years he's played since the 2nd grade. I've been impressed, and so many memories I can't point one out.
Point one out, pick one out. Put his equipment on backwards sometime, wear his cleats on the wrong feet, get something.
Well, I do remember we used to have to pick him up to get him into his pants when he was young, but I do know there was a game-saving play that he made also where he caught the 2-point conversion the other team was playing, so they won.
That was Pelham 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Back down in that end zone, as a matter of fact. Awesome. How about any message for your senior?
I love you very much, Logan. I'm so proud of you. Keep going.
Special Spartan Spotlight here at Milford Spartan Stadium. Continuing our special Spartan Spotlight edition, senior parent focus. Joining me today are
Janet Camello and
Jane Little.
And who's your Spartan senior?
2-2, Caden Zielinski, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, ladies, your favorite memory of Caden on the football field?
Today.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
a good, pretty
first
good
play,
First
touchdown.
play, yeah.
51
that first
yards to the
one.
house.
Yeah, that was a good play.
How about something from youth football? Putting on his equipment backwards,
You know,
wearing a helmet.
yeah, they played, when he was a Mustang, they played really hard against some tough teams, and they didn't have any wins, actually, none at all, but they kept persevering, and so here he is a senior now, and it's paying off. So
Special
cool.
message for your senior as they
Just
wrap up
congratulations to all the seniors, and Caden, love you so much. You did awesome. What a career you've had for football. And
Caden, I'm so proud of you. You
So
worked so
proud.
hard, and we're really proud of you.
yeah, woo!
their careers. Kane Zielinski's family, folks. Spartan Spotlight.
Sit back, relax, and welcome to the greatest day.
So I got Courier texting me all his analysis. Yeah, he loves the play calling. Like, I don't think we could have him on air today. He wouldn't want to.
Mike is live. somebody in the stand said it's official. No, that was your.
For the last few times I've done these games, I've had to use this because this one hasn't worked. And so I just noticed I had this. Oh, you used it? No, yeah, I just noticed it like the last few plays, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, different kinds of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, I have Aiden's switch shoot too, and it's good.
Yeah, so do you want me to get medium shots?
More medium one.
Okay.
So like when the offense wasn't seamless too, you kind of stay unless there's a backup or something. That makes it easier.
Okay.
I thought that ball was truly last night.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah.
Milford will receive the second half kickoff and will be defending the North Corner.
We're back live on Granite Town Media here at Milford Spartan Stadium, where the Milford Spartans are the #3 seed in the NHIAA Division II postseason tournament, hosting the Bobcats of Plymouth. They come in as the number 6 seed. First half of play is in the books. 14-7 is your score. Milford Spartans on top. And they have an opportunity to build on that lead as they receive the second half kickoff. Receiving in the north end zone, awaiting the kickoff of Will Fogarty of the Bobcats. 12 minutes here to play in the third quarter, 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, 24 minutes will get this game decided.
Good math. Good math.
I'm a product of this Milford High School, as a matter of fact. Spinning kick comes down to Trice Cody on the right sideline. He's looking to go to the middle of the field, picks up a block from Zielinski. He's still on his feet. We got a block in the back, though. That's going to be a big penalty on this run back by Trice Cody. Flag was on the ground a few times in that first half of play.
Yeah,
mostly against the Spartans. I think almost exclusively against the Spartans, if I'm not mistaken.
It was, yeah. Uncharacteristic of the Spartan team.
Milford Spartans digging a hole for themselves to start this second half of play. Ball is on the Spartan 10-yard line. Be a 90-yard field to go. But they do have possession, and they have shown the ability to sustain drives if they can stay away from penalties. Here come the Milford Spartans, first series of the second half. Cody split to the left side, Erda under center. Shift in the backfield, Logan Barnhill, Caden Zielinski. Barnhill in motion. Erda rolling to his right. He's got Jones open again, overthrows him though. Jones again wide open, had a step on the defender, Calvin Swanson. I'm sorry, go right ahead, Dan.
No, that was the play that they had success with in the first half that couldn't connect on that one.
Jones, the sophomore, tripped over the 30-yard line. Otherwise, he was going to the end zone.
Looks like he's coming up hobbling a little right there as well.
Swanson, I think, caught him in the back of the heels, maybe an Achilles or something of that nature, as he was closing on the pass play. Here come the Spartans now, 2nd and 10. Cody comes to the near side right. Erda under center. Cody splits further right. Zielinski to the wing. Barnhill in the backfield as well. The give is to Cloutier. Cloutier off tackle right side. Gets a nice gain to the right hash mark. Picks up about 8 yards.
Yeah.
We'll call that third down. Call it 7 yards and make it third and 2, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, taken down by number 22, tri-captain Joe Peters for the Bobcats. When he received the ball, he was expecting to be hit. It looked like he was looking for someone to hit him, and there was no one there. So unexpected reprieve.
Spartans in 3rd down and manageable again. Cody near side, right in front of his head coach, Keith Jones. Zielinski in motion. The give is to Barnhill. He's going to the left side, turns the corner, has the first down, tripped up just as he's about to break free on that far sideline by number 28. I believe that's Dylan Welch, who got a hand in there for the shoestring tackle, but not before Logan Barnhill picks up the first down and we move the chains.
Big run there by Barnhill on that one to move the chains, keep the ball.
Knowing head coach Keith Jones, he would love nothing more than a 90-yard sustained drive to open the second half, take time off the clock, put up another touchdown on the board, and take a 2-score lead late into this third quarter. Players have to play though. Here comes Cody to the near side right. Erda under center, shifting in the backfield. Zielinski behind his quarterback. The give is to Zielinski. Big wrap up by number 77 of the Bobcats, Tyler Stokowski. 6'6", 245. Tackle says, come here, Mr. Zielinski. You're not going anywhere.
Stopped at the line and just drove back.
Not how you draw up form tackling, but it doesn't matter. When you go 6'6", you get him down sometimes just by looking at him. And that's what he did. He wrapped him up, and Zielinski was going nowhere. 2nd down and 10. Milford Spartans again trying to sustain a drive here. Harris Jones moving from left to the right side. Movement along the Bobcat line. Zielinski in motion. The give is to Zielinski. He's going to look to pass. He's got Cody open. Underthrows him, though. Cody, again, has a step on Calvin Swanson, but Zielinski was unable to throw the ball far enough downfield. And Zielinski is a track athlete as well. He's an all-state athlete. Discus, shot put. Probably would have been better off shot putting that ball. Probably could have thrown it further.
It's cold out after a little while, getting that ball and having that first play be, that throw down the field. Maybe had a tough time handling that one. So.
Conservative head coach Keith Jones opening up the playbook here a little bit, though.
That was unexpected, yeah.
These teams, these coaches know each other pretty well. A lot of respect for each program.
And you could tell that Swanson had a different play in mind as well on defense.
Zielinski in motion. Erta back to throw. He has Zielinski open on the wheel route. Underthrows him, though. Really going against the character of this team, though. A contrast of styles, first half to second half. Opened the first half pretty conservative, run the ball aggressively. Second half, a little bit more wide open offense by the Spartans. Not very effective, though. 4th and 10 brings up a punting situation for senior Colin Gregg. Sputtering offensive series that time grinds to a halt. Colin Gregg set to receive the snap, does so. Blocked. That's going to be a touchdown for the Bobcats. They fall on it in the end zone. Plymouth Bobcats block the punt into the end zone, recover in the end zone. We have a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, there was a high snap, and it looked like, I think, Brock Tanner, number 26, came through with the block, and Andy recovered it after the block.
Well-designed punt defense, and 2 men broke free. I'm not sure what the broken blocking assignment was, but in any event, we're going to see a Will Fogarty attempt for a point after touchdown here. Milford Spartans are in a dogfight here. We have a lot of football to play.
Not the start to the half that Keith Jones was looking for there.
Snap to Tanner. He puts it down. Fogarty steps into it. It was partially blocked, but it still went through the upright. So the Plymouth Bobcats have matched the Spartans here. 2 scores to 2 scores. 14-14 is your score at the 9:29 mark of the third quarter. Stick around, folks. This game is just getting warmed up. We're back here on Granite Town Media, Milford Spartan football. 9:29 mark of the third quarter. 14-14 is your score. Will Fogarty of the Plymouth Bobcats set to kick off. Back deep for the Spartans. Barnhill, Zielinski, Cody. Milford Spartans really need to resettle themselves after that opening series of the second half. Fogarty up the middle, hits the up man, ball's free. It could be either team. Looks like the Spartans have it. Wait for the official determination, though. Be good field position. Yep. The indication is the Spartans have recovered. Direct kick by the kicker, right into the front line, hit off of a Spartan player's foot. Became a live ball because it did travel the 10 yards. And Spartans were very fortunate to come up with it.
Very fortunate. Well executed onside kick and heads up play after running the opposite direction. Got on top of it in time. Sets up good starting field position though.
Erta under center. Jones tight end position right side. Zielinski in motion. The give is to Zielinski. He's looking to turn it up inside. Falls forward for about a yard. We talked about the size of the Plymouth Bobcats in the first half. 3 players that go 230 plus. 6 different, I think it's 6 players that are 200 plus. Milford not quite as big, maybe a little more athletic, maybe not. We're not really sure about that. But here come the Spartans again. Question is whether they can sustain their athleticism throughout the next 20 minutes of play. Erda keeps it, turns up inside, looking for the first down. Hurdles one player right out, and he has made the first down. Host of tacklers by the Bobcats. Very athletic play by Charlie Erda, hurdling a Bobcat, spinning back to the inside, didn't want to go out of bounds, moves the chains, bottom line, moves the chains, picks up the first down, and we're into Bobcat territory.
Yeah, senior Nate Ruff was in on the tackle there. Charlie Erda, just magical movement there. Made a bunch of people miss. Saw the sticks, got to them, and then...
So, Dan, you coached in the youth program. When you see movement like this defensive line, they seem to shift. When the Spartans shift, the Bobcats shift as well. The give is to the fullback. I believe that's Cloutier up the middle. No gain there. When the defensive line moves like that, what's the impulse? Is the offensive line, is it to get them jumping? Is it to try to cause an offsides?
Yeah, it's to move. It's to have them flinch or have that false start penalty get in there and confuse the quarterback as well.
Seems like every time the Spartans go in motion, that defensive line of the Bobcats definitely shifts. We'll watch it again here in the second half. Logan Barnhill behind in the I formation, off tackle left side. 3-4 yard gain for the senior. Averages 8.1 yards per carry on the season.
Yeah, he was taken down by number 61, Cador.
Third and not quite so manageable. 3rd and 7 on this play. Curious to me that you have the number 5 rusher in the division in Logan Barnhill, and he hasn't really been featured today. It's been a very steady diet of Zielinski and Cloutier and so forth. Barnhill in motion. The pitch, fake the pitch to him. Zielinski gets the inside handoff, but he was corralled right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, big number 77, Tyler Stakowski. Wrapped him up and took him down.
Brings up 4th down and 7 at the Bobcat 35-yard line. Decision time maybe for the Spartans. Do you go for it, 4th and 7 here, or you rely on your defense? Put your head coaching cap on here, Dan Betty. What are you calling?
I think that I think that blocked punt is going to loom large, so I think they're probably going to go for it. And
here they come, Milford Spartans on 4th down. Cody split to the left. Erda in the shotgun. Zielinski fakes the inside handoff. Erda rolling to his right. Little pitch to Cloutier. Cloutier in the open field, still running on that far sideline. Tackled out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. We'll have to wait and see on the spot, but definitely a Milford Spartan first down.
Well-designed play. Looked like a short little pass that didn't have a lot on it.
Did I call head coach Keith Jones conservative? Right. Gambling man on 4th and 7 and going against the character of his team and throwing the ball on 4th and 7. Knows that he's going up against a very established and mature program in the Plymouth Bobcats. Has to mix things into the game that are against character. Here come the Spartans threatening. They're in the shadow of the Bobcat goalposts. Erda to Cloutier. Flag on the play coming in from the defensive backfield. This sophomore, Cade Cloutier, showing something this season. Rushed for over 200 yards as a sophomore, getting a steady diet of handoffs today. Looks like a holding call against the Spartans, though. Unfortunate for the Spartans, but continuing the conversation about Cade Cloutier, though, as I said, Coach Jones likes to work in some underclassmen. It spreads out, your talent throughout the 3 years, and if there's a freshman that has ability, he'll play him as well. And that's impressive. Both these coaches like to play and have balanced classes. this senior-laden Bobcat team, 15 seniors, 14 juniors, 9 sophomores. That's nice balance among the classes. Spartans fairly similar. First and goal for the Spartans, but they're backed up to the 20-yard line. Jones switching sides.
And the defense reacting.
Barnhill, fake to Barnhill. Erda rolling to his right. He's going to keep it. Lots of wide open space, trying to get to the corner. Does so. Touchdown, Milford Spartans. That rollout action by Erda, faking the throw, having success on the previous two plays previously on that throw. Comes right back, fakes that action to the right side, but this time, run pass option. He decides to tuck it, run it. Milford Spartans up by 6 at the 5:32 mark. The score is Milford Spartans 20, Plymouth Bobcats 14. Colin Gregg's point after touchdown pending. Out of the hold of Trice Cody, the ball is up. It is good. It is away. It is a 21-14 lead. Milford Spartans showing on offense the ability to move the ball. The question now, Dan Betty, can they stop this Bobcat offense?
Well, we'll have to see. We haven't seen the Bobcats offense out here yet. Their score was on the special teams unit, and getting back to your comments about the sophomore-laden teams that we have here, that play opened up for the touchdown score was because of Cade Cloutier's awesome block at the about the 5-yard line that gave a clear path that Erda just, he could have walked it. So
we'll keep it right here through this stoppage in play as we set up for the Spartan kickoff. The wind is still a little light and breezy here. The shadows are growing a little bit long here at Spartan Field. The sun is still shining. It's a beautiful fall day for football, and we're so fortunate to have 2 equally matched teams in a very entertaining game.
What do you think? We expecting a straight kickoff here or anything fancy? He hasn't gone textbook yet today for you.
Has not gone textbook, but with a 7-point lead, I would think you would play it straight and probably ask your senior soccer player, football player, athlete to put it through the end zone and spot the ball on the 20-yard line and let your defense take the field.
He has been the best kickoff defense that we've had. So
we'll find out right now. Colin Gregg steps into it. End over end kick is going to come down short, about the 5-yard line. And here comes Calvin Swanson to the near side. Has the sideline, run out of bounds though at about the 30-yard line maybe. Maybe he made the 30. So the Bobcats, nice return there, end over end kick. The problem is it was so high that it, and short, it allowed for the return. It wasn't high in terms of hang time, but it wasn't deep enough either.
Right, it allowed, about 28-yard return. So it gets them 1st and 10 from about the 28.
If the Spartans are to win this game, they're going to have to establish a defensive presence and shut down one of these Bobcat drives, and they have to eliminate the penalties.
Other than that first drive, the first 3 and out, they haven't been able to.
Cross gives it to, I believe that was Swanson.
Yeah.
First man through the hole.
Gam on the tackle.
Short gain for the Bobcats. 2nd down and looks like about 9.
Gain of about a yard on the play, but it's 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. Ball is inside their own 30-yard line.
Clock is ticking. We're at 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Tight formation for the Bobcats. Cross under center. The give is to Ciotti again. He's off tackle to the right side. Nice gain by the senior.
Ciotti on the carry. Trice Cody on the tackle for the Spartans.
Not enough for the first down. Probably a 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and 4. The Milford philosophy on defense, typically bend but don't break. See if they can hold on a 3rd down here and force a punt. Here come the Bobcats. Tight formation again. Cross gives to the up back. Nice little run, inside handoff again, and that'll be enough for a Bobcat first down.
Slashing up the middle. Game is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, taken down by Barnhill.
For the first and 10 for the Bobcats.
Comes up limping a little bit.
39-yard line. Logan Barnhill on the stop.
Nice moment at halftime here at Spartan Field. The families for both Logan Barnhill and Caden Zielinski came over and talked to our Granite Town media cameras about their memories of their special Spartan seniors. Cross, up back. Looks like Ciotti. Ciotti off to the races, dragged down from behind by Cody. Assisted on the tackle by Erda, but not before he switches fields and pushes the ball into Spartan territory. Big gain by Anthony Ciotti.
We'll have a first and 10 from the Spartan 37-yard line.
That confusion up the middle with that handoff has been rather effective. And again, a 22-yard run up the middle, untouched until the secondary.
Little trap action by the offensive line, and just the sheer size of this Bobcat interior offensive line. Jet sweep action to the right side by Joe
22.
Peters.
Yeah, Joe Peters.
First
Cody
carry, I
with-
think, for him today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Cody did a good job of hanging out there and working that out and stringing them out to minimize the gain.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Peters, a tri-captain. Haven't called his name much today. I think he missed a little bit of time with injury this season, if I'm not mistaken. Classic wing T football from the Plymouth Bobcats has served them well. Inside handoff again, Ciotti just carving them up.
Ciotti again on the carry. Chuck Ritter on the tackle for the
Yeah,
Spartans.
Erda came up for the tackle on that one as well. Be short, 3rd and short.
Spartans came out with a 4-3 defense, or with 2 deep zone on that, or at least that was part of the game plan. But they've had to abandon that. Bring that 8th player into the box and try to shut down this running attack of the Bobcats.
And try is the optimal word there. They are trying.
3rd down, 1 yard. Cross under center. Whistle on the play. Thinking we have a timeout. Plymouth calls time. We'll step aside here on Granite Town Media coverage of Milford Spartan football. Welcome back to Spartan Field. 1:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Milford Spartans on top, 21-14. Bobcats are driving, though. Plymouth Bobcats with a 3rd and 1. Curtis Cross under center. We've got movement on the offensive line of the Bobcats. That's going to bring the ball back a little bit. I love it when the offensive and defensive linemen all point at each other. You did it. No, you did it. No, you did it.
We'll make it 3rd down and 6.
Now, against other teams that we've seen, the Hollis Brooklines of the world, Sauhegans and so forth, giving more space on the field and opening up the space is almost more dangerous. But this running attack of the Plymouth Bobcats, it really doesn't matter. They're ready to break off a big chunk play at any time. Bunch formation again for the Bobcats. Tight formation, I should say, heavy. Ball is given off to Ciotti. Ciotti's running hard. That penalty is a killer because that brings up a 4th down now, I believe. Yep, 4th down for the Bobcats. If that penalty hadn't occurred, that same run, Bobcat first down.
Spartan 30-yard line.
4th and 1 instead of 3rd and 2.
This goes back to the size of the line that you keep speaking of. They're comfortable running that strong offensive line and running behind them.
Be interesting to see what experienced head coach Chris Sanborn dials up on this particular play. Again, a heavy formation, nice and tight. 1 yard to gain. The give is to Ciotti. He's got the 1 yard and the first down. Was going to be curious to see if Chris Sanborn might dial up a trick play, a cute play, something a little against character. Didn't choose to do that on that play, but as the clock continues to run, we're under a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter, down a score. Never sure what you're going to see from an experienced coach like Coach Sanborn. Cross gives to Ciotti. Another handoff to Anthony Ciotti, the senior, running hard, looking to turn the corner on the edge, but setting the edge for the Spartans has been the key. Logan Barnhill was out there and had some help.
Yeah, Michael Lima came in there and helped on that one as well.
That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. When we come back, Milford Spartans will have 12 minutes to hold on to this 7-point lead. Can they do it? Can they win in advance or lose and go home? Stay tuned on Granite Town Media.
For the Milford varsity girls volleyball team, for this evening, for the Division II State Championship game versus Coburn. The matches at 7 p.m. at Pinkerton Academy. And for the retired opponents in the building, and then the time will be $4 for students, senior citizens, and $7 for everyone. We also want to release tickets tomorrow for the varsity class 13.
We're back at Spartan Field where the Milford Spartans have a 21-14 lead opening the 4th quarter of play. The give is to Ciotti again, right end. Tackled by a host of Milford Spartans, including Connor Gam. Nice sustained drive here by the Bobcats, bridging both the 3rd and now 4th quarters. They're looking to punch it in and tie this game up or perhaps take the lead. Shadows are getting long here at Spartan Stadium. Both teams are in the shadows at the south end of this Spartan field. 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats. Hustling out of their huddle. Little confusion in the backfield. The give is to, looks like Joey Porter. Still on his feet, dancing, bobbing and weaving. Gets the first down. Nice, hard run by Captain Joe Peters.
Yeah, he was taken down in the backfield by Chris
Kostafis,
yeah, and
kept his legs moving.
He kept his legs moving, worked through it, and he looked like he was down for a 3-yard loss, but kept his legs churning and gained about 7 there.
Ball's between the 13 and 14-yard lines of the Spartans. Bobcats can get a first down without scoring. Ball spotted on the right hash mark. Cross under center. Motion man Cross looking to roll out to his left, but he's dragged down in the backfield by Caden Zielinski. Zielinski busted through the line from his linebacker position, really just got the back of Cross's jersey, but that was enough to bring him down. That was a design run for the quarterback.
That was, and that was a show of the strength of Zielinski there, as you mentioned of earlier. You know, just an athlete.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 16 upcoming for the Plymouth Bobcats. We said earlier Milford Spartans were going to have to win this game on defense, and this is where it's going to happen or it's not. Cross up the middle. Give was to Ciotti. Never went down, and that's impressive. Not a physically imposing specimen. You know, he goes 5'8", 165, but he's standing up and running through this Spartan defensive line. Very impressive running back. And
that's his like 20th carry, I believe. I'm not sure if my number is correct, but
we have that marked as unofficial.
Yes, unofficial.
9:39 mark of the fourth quarter, 21-14, but here come the Bobcats. They are threatening. 3rd and 11. Cross back to pass, still has the ball. Hit as he throws, ball's released, intended for number 26, Brock Tanner. Nice defensive play, no pass interference. Trice Cody in there together with number 33, Michael Lima. Had a third man back there for the Spartans, Chris Kostafis. Yeah. Really poorly thrown ball considering he's throwing into triple coverage.
He was hit in the backfield while throwing it, so someone did hit
ball
his arm.
Kind of floated on him, didn't it?
Float.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was a rather impressive throw considering he did get hit.
We have a field goal attempt upcoming, though. Out of the hold of Brock Tanner, Will Fogarty puts his leg into it. Does not look like it's going to reach it. No good. Field goal attempt unsuccessful. Milford Spartans take over on downs. More importantly, they hold on to the lead. 21-14 is your score. Milford Spartans deep in their territory, though, would like a nice sustained drive and stay away from the penalties and keep moving the chains, but more importantly, keep moving the clock.
Yeah, the clock is your teammate here. And if we can sustain the drive, maybe even get some points on the board, but more importantly, take some time off the clock and work this down the field, flip the field.
Charlie Erda trotting out to the huddle. Huddle now breaks. Here come the Spartans. Ball spotted center of the field between the hash marks. Erda under center. Barnhill in motion. The give is to Cloutier. Cloutier pushing forward. Ball's on the ground. Looks like it might be recovered by the Plymouth Bobcats. Do we have an indication from the officials yet, though? Now they're showing Plymouth. I don't know that they're convinced themselves. The way the two side judges are looking at each other as though it was down by contact, but now they're talking each other into a turnover. Here comes the referee with the call. It is a Milford Spartan fumble by the sophomore, Cade Cloutier. I'm not sure the officials are convinced of anything right now. The way they were looking at each other and were so late on indicating the turnover, I'm not sure they know what happened.
They're not going to let us know either. So.
No, they will not. Here come the Bobcats, though. They're on the right hash mark. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Short gain, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Dylan Welch on the carry. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Gann with the stop.
I'm calling his name a lot today.
Yes.
Nice game by Connor Gann. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Jake Crowley, haven't called his name either since the first half. 5 touchdown receptions for the Plymouth Bobcats. He's split to the left. The give is to Ciotti, off tackle left side. He's still running hard. Nice gain by the Bobcat senior running back. This is a very experienced Plymouth team. they're not going away. They may be down by a score, but with 8:27 to play, they know this game is not over. Flag on the play. Came in a little late. Penalty looks like beyond the Spartans. Targeting of player out of bounds, it appears. Illegal helmet-to-helmet contact or targeting out of bounds, either way. And that gives the Bobcats a 1st and goal with the ball just inside the Spartan 10-yard line. Milford Spartan defense going to have to dig deep here now. Crowley wide to the right. He's matched up with Cody. It's most we've seen this offense spread out all day today. Give is to Ciotti, though, and he's up the middle, just shy of the goal line. Tackled by Erda. That'll be a 2nd down and goal. Ball spotted at the, well, not as far as I thought, just inside the 5, so on the 4-yard line, 4.5. Clock continues to run. 21-14 is your score now. Here come the Bobcats. Ciotti and Welch in the backfield behind Cross. The give is to Ciotti, looking to turn the corner on the end, really running, kind of an off-tackle play. Short gain there as well.
Zelensky in there on the tackle. He got right in the backfield that time.
What I'm impressed by with head coach Chris Sanborn and this Plymouth Bobcat team is they're not trying to go against character. They know what they do well, and they keep doing it, and they basically are telling the Spartans, stop us.
Yep.
And so far, the Milford Spartans haven't been able to do that.
Not yet.
Big play upcoming, 3rd and 3 right now. Again, a tight formation for the Bobcats. Cross under center. The give is to Ciotti. He's tackled in the backfield. No gain. Big stop by Logan Barnhill. No stranger to big plays himself. Logan Barnhill, tri-captain, comes up with a big one again.
Ran right into his arms.
All right, decision time. You go for the field goal, or do you, if you're Coach Chris Sanborn, go for the points?
I think
6:45 remaining. 6:48 remaining.
I think with this time on the clock now, I think they're going to go for the points. And
game-changing play right here, either direction. 4th and 5. Bobcats looking to tie this game up. The give is to Ciotti. He's being strung out to the right, tucks it up, turns, and is into the end zone. Do we have an indication from the official? Yes, we do. Bobcat touchdown. 21-20 is your score. PAT pending. Anthony Ciotti, very impressive performance today for the senior.
He's having a big day, and that was a great play. They ran it wide, and he was patient. His patience paid off, and he scampered in for the score.
Spartan player down off the sideline here while the PAT is being lined up. Spartan defense did a nice job stringing the play out, but the offense did a better job of being patient, as you said, to wait for that opening, and Ciotti was able to tuck it inside the pylon for the touchdown. Logan Barnhill, Spartan senior, leading rusher, slow to get up, is now walking towards the sideline, towards the bench under his own power. Will Fogarty set to attempt the PAT. Out of the hold of Brock Tanner. Here comes the snap. It is good. The hold is good. The kick is away. It is good. 21-21 is your score.
6:24.
With 6:24 to play, we are right back where we started from, folks. It is a tie ball game. Who's going to win the last 6:24 of this game? That's going to be the deciding factor. Who plays better in the final 6:24?
This is what we expected from these two teams. Two coaches who know each other very well, and two teams that are sticking to them, Bobcats are sticking to their script, like you said, and Milford has not. Let's see what they do with this very important drive.
Need to handle the ball, cannot turn it over, have to stay away from the penalties, And in my humble opinion, I think go with the strength of your team, which is Logan Barnhill, Caden Zielinski. With all due respect to the sophomores, they've had their play, but now we're playing for a postseason opportunity to advance. But I'm not the legendary one, head coach Keith Jones. Coach Jones makes those calls, and he's going to have 6:24 to make some decisions on how to tuck this game away and put some points on the board and tuck this game away and move on. This is all about survive and advance. But this Plymouth program, great feeder program at the youth and rec level. This program is always in the playoffs. Fogarty steps into a low squib kick fielded by Cody. Cody looking to go up the middle of the field. Crosses the 35-yard line, still on his feet, tripped up finally at the 44-yard line. Nice return by the Spartans, decent field position to start this next all-important offensive possession.
Yeah, he was taken down by number 11, the sophomore, Luke Bassingwith, for the Bobcats, but it was a great run back. Missing from that return was
Logan Barnhill. Yeah.
So we'll see how his injury status is going forward.
Caden Zielinski on the field for the Spartans. Do see Logan Barnhill. He's taking his familiar wing position on the right side. Cody to the left. Jones flip-flopping left to right. Here comes Zielinski in motion. Erda keeps it, looking to pass. Does so, completes it to Cloutier. Cloutier on the left sideline. He's hit way late out of bounds. Late hit by number 22, Captain Joe Peters. So we have reciprocal
big penalties.
Penalties by these teams.
Big penalties by
solid 3 yards out of bounds, and he put his helmet right into him.
Both those big penalties by the captains, by seasoned captains, and just surprising.
Seasoned captains, we're still talking about 16, 17, and 18-year-old young men. So this is a huge penalty against the Bobcats, who've stayed away from the penalty bug all game.
I think it's their first penalty.
They've been very disciplined all game, and this is a big one. At least it appears so right now. We'll see what the result of this drive becomes.
Moves it to the 30, right? Yeah.
Spartans had picked up the first down anyway, and Cloutier was 3 yards out of bounds when that hit came in. Here come the Spartans. Bit of a spread formation with Cody far to the right. Erda puts Barnhill in motion, gives it to Barnhill. Barnhill cuts it up to the near sideline. Tripped up after about a 6-yard gain.
Taken down by Peters. He comes right back, makes another nice stop.
Have to have a short memory in this game sometimes, right?
Yeah.
5-yard gain by the senior Barnhill. As the Canadian geese are flying overhead here, that tells us what time of year it is. Milford Spartans looking to put some points on the board. 5:30 remaining in this game. Third-seeded Milford, sixth-seeded Plymouth Bobcats. Erda taking the snap in the shotgun formation, designed run. Erda off tackle, right up the middle, first down for the Milford Spartans. Nice solid run, saw an opening and took it.
Yep, good stop too by Brock Tanner, number 26. They both took a shot there. Yeah.
The long shadows are creeping in as we get into the late afternoon hours here at Milford Spartan Stadium. 21-21 is your score. Milford Spartans looking to punch one in here. Erda hands it off to Zielinski. Zielinski looking to turn the right side, but we have a whistle on the play. Looks like that play was blown dead before it even got started. Timeout by the Bobcats. Really late call. Really late call by head coach Chris Sanborn. Not sure if the officials just didn't recognize it. Pretty unusual situation here. That play was fully developed, and the official was still waving his arms. In any event, 4:46 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game. Timeout on the field. We're back here at Milford Spartan Stadium. Milford Spartans driving 1st and 10 on the Bobcat 22. Erda in the shotgun formation, design run to the right side, picking his way through the middle, and he steps into the end zone. Flag came in late, though, as he crossed the goal line. There was a flag on the play. It appears to be on the play. We'll sort the laundry out in just a second, but for right now, nope, looks like that's going to be against the Milford Spartans based on the reaction of tri-captain Ben Kilgore. Holding play against the Spartans. That's going to negate the Charlie Erda touchdown, and it'll move the ball back, bringing up a 2nd down and a little bit more. Ball's on the 28-yard line of the Bobcats.
Looks like the 18.
18 from our angle here. Yeah, no, you're right. From our angle, it looked to be a little bit off. But here come the Spartans again. Same run. Charlie Erda up the middle. He says, "Thank you very much. Oh, we're just going to run the same play over again." Head coach Keith Jones says, "Get back out and run that play over. Just don't hold this time."
Exactly.
And the Milford Spartans delivered. Uncanny by the Milford Spartans. First time they run it for about 22 yards, holding play, brings it back to the 28. That's fine. Charlie Erda says, "I'm just going to do it again. I'll go 28 yards instead."
Different result without the penalty.
Very important, very different result. Very important point after touchdown coming here, though. Muddy end of the field. One of the things we talked about was the condition of the field. The one spot where there's obvious mud on the field is the spot where it will be kicked from. Senior Colin Gregg. And we have, again, a late whistle.
There's a late whistle. Stop the play.
That's the 2nd time on this offensive series by the Spartans that there's been a late whistle. If there's no timeout called on that, that's a little unusual. You got officials on the far side of the field looking into the sun. Clearly unusual, for this facility.
It's a bad time
to have
of day.
Games at this time of day. Usually on Friday night lights, or earlier in the day.
Well, they moved the ball back 5 yards.
Not sure why they moved the ball back 5 yards, but it takes the place kicker and the placeholder out of the muddy spot. Trice Cody set to place it down. Gregg steps into it. The ball is away. The kick is good. So the Milford Spartans put the extra point on the board, and with no flags on the field, we can now tell you it is 28-21 with 4:35. If you think that's going to be the final score, though, you're better than me. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Both these teams are just trading punches. Couple of heavyweights going at it. And I'm not talking about head coach Keith Jones. I'm talking about this Plymouth Bobcat football team and this Milford Spartan football team. They are the heavyweights, and they are trading punches.
And if we had instant replay, we'd probably be able to tell what the ref saw on that play that brought it back 5 yards. But
did you even see a flag on that?
There were no flags. Just a whistle, some waving, and then some conversation.
That kind of stuff typically occurs when you're on the road, not when you're at home.
Right.
Kind of unusual in that respect. But here we are. The Milford Spartans have a 28-21 lead with 4:35 to play. Back to your coaching cap again. What do you do with your kickoff? You going to send it through the end zone? Do you try to squib it? What are you going to do?
You let your kicker be the difference here. He can start this off without them getting a run back.
Bobcats have shown the ability to sustain drives. They've shown the ability to create chunk plays. They've stayed away from the penalty, except on that last offensive possession by the Spartans. That Bobcat penalty by Joe Peters out of bounds, really a drive killer. Or rather, created the scoring opportunity. The kickoff by Colin Gregg goes into the end zone, not returned. So, again, pretty much a weapon on kickoffs when you force the other team to just have to start, at the 20-yard line.
When you have the kickoff weapons that they do on the Bobcat side, where
good runners,
any chance they can break one open, that end zone is a huge ally in having the kicker to get it in there.
This is the time of the game where the experience of a program, a head coach, coaching staff, and senior leadership, 15 seniors on this Bobcat team, can really make a difference. Now, a number of them have been out various times throughout the year with injuries and illness and so forth. But really, this is the time of the year where all the work that those seniors put in August will make or break the difference.
Yeah. But the senior leadership of the Spartans here helping too with Barnhill on that tackle.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10 as the clock runs. Do have to say, if you're a Spartan fan, you appreciate the fact that you're being chased. You're not the chaser.
Absolutely.
So the clock is your friend, but even a better friend would be a defensive stop, a turnover, cross under center. Very steady quarterback play from him today. He keeps it, looking downfield, looking to go to this near sideline. Just overthrows his man. That'd be number 28, Dylan Welch.
Well defended there by
Michael Lima.
Yep.
Also back there was Chris Kostafis and Charlie Erda just checking in to make sure. Coming in a little late, but his center field position.
Running from all the way on the other side of the field. Yep.
Kind of reminds me of the Energizer Bunny, just, all over the field, all over the defensive backfield for the Spartans today. That brings up 3rd down and 10 from the Bobcat 20-yard line. That did stop the clock on the incompletion in high school football. 3:43 remaining. Here come the Bobcats hustling out to the line. Whatever the result today, Dan Betty, very impressed with this Bobcat program.
Absolutely.
Cross looking to his left, to his right. He's stripped in the backfield. Caden Zielinski, the senior, falls on it for the Spartans. Milford Spartans recover in Bobcat territory.
So there's that senior leadership that, unwavering. They got to the football, quickly covered it up and secured it for the Milford recovery.
Very timely strip sack by the senior linebacker for the Milford Spartans, Caden Zielinski.
And that brings us, 1st and 10 at the 18?
Nose of the ball just shy of the 20-yard line, so put it 19 and a half. Ball security becomes critical now for the Milford Spartans. Yes, you'd like to score, absolutely, but more importantly is running time and maintaining possession. You score, you go up 2 touchdowns, that's great, but right now with the flag on the field, that's what you don't want to see.
Yeah.
We have illegal procedure against the Spartans. That's going to push the ball back a little bit as well. And that's exactly what you want to stay away from.
Exactly.
Very uncharacteristic, undisciplined play by the Spartans today.
There'll be some film watching later on.
There'll be some lap running, I think, because of that. At least in my day there was. I don't know about now.
Temperature has dropped a little bit here, so it's getting cold. Shadows are coming in.
My partner filling in on short notice today, Dan Betty, is basically telling the audience he's cold.
I'm cold.
Erda, shotgun formation. Zielinski in motion. Erda keeps it. He's time to try to turn the corner on the left side. He's got one man to beat to the pylon, and he beats him to the pylon. Milford Spartans going up 2 touchdowns. Charlie Erda, junior quarterback, basically in a foot race.
Yeah, he outran,
wins the foot race, puts the Spartans up 2 scores.
Outrunning Joe Peters, the Bulldog captain, who knew the season might have been on the line there.
3:25 to play. Still a lot of football. Still a lot of football when you're dealing with 16, 17, and 18-year-old young men. There are a lot of things that can happen in 3.5 minutes.
Here's the extra point from that.
From the muddy spot.
The muddy spot.
The winner of this game travels to Lebanon to take on the Raiders. Here comes Colin Gregg's kick. It is spotted. It is up. It is good. There's no question that head coach Keith Jones and the Milford Spartans would love nothing more than to have an opportunity to go play Lebanon at their place. It's one of the 2 losses they had on the season against the only 2 undefeated teams in the division.
They played them hard, too.
And they played them hard. It was a close game. It was a close game through 3.5.
Right.
But at this point, this game's still in doubt. We can't get ahead of ourselves yet. 35-21 is the score. 3:25 to play. Milford Spartans have to kick off and play defense.
late arrival to the huddle over there. Number 7 had to get his helmet on. Cloutier was getting a drink. They put points on the board there, Kevin. However, they didn't take time off the clock.
No, and with these return men of Plymouth, that can change very quickly for the Bobcats. They can score pretty much from anywhere on the field. Dylan Welch, Brock Tanner back deep to receive the Colin Gregg kickoff. Lots of low-numbered players on the front line for the Bobcats, maybe anticipating some kind of a squib or onside kick of some type from senior Colin Gregg. My expectation is he just kicks it into the end zone. We'll see what Coach Jones dials up here. Kicks it away, not going to make the end zone. Going to be fielded at the 4-yard line. Stumble by Welch. He's trying to go to the left side. Big block has sprung him for another yard or 2. Not great field position, though,
no,
for the Bobcats.
Yeah, taken down by Trace Cody. At about the 10, maybe 11-yard line. Number 44 with the big hit.
Yeah, I was just looking for his name, Mason Lassard. Nice block on the Spartan, on a Spartan player.
On a Spartan player that was tracking him, yeah.
Allowed Welch to turn the corner and at least pick up a little bit more.
Good kickoff coverage by Milford there.
They did cover that kick. Ball is at the Bobcat, looks like 12.5-yard line. Jake Crowley near side, split wide to this near side right. Cross back to pass, looking downfield, throws it out into the flat. A lot of room on that far sideline. Caught and carried by Brock Tanner.
Zielinski wisely just pushes him out.
Big gain, though, for the Bobcats.
That stops the clock.
With being tackled out, pushed out of bounds, stopping the clock at 3:08. Spartans 35, Plymouth Bobcats 21. That's your score. Bobcats are moving here a little bit on this drive. Well-designed play, though. He's, Coach Chris Sanborn said 3 receivers deep and Brock Tanner off into the flat. Crawley again near side. Lot of inside action by the quarterback. The handoff was to Joe Peters, stopped in the backfield.
By Ben Kilgore. Yeah, just wrapped him up, gave him a nice hug. No form tackle needed. Again, to your point, 6'4", 245. You don't need form sometimes.
Nice stop by the Spartans. 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to run based on that running play. 2:36. Tick, 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 tick.
And again, to your
point. Long time in the huddle for the Bobcats. Surprised by that. Little spread formation a little bit for the Bobcats. Crowley here. Movement by Captain Joe Porter. Not many penalties by the Bobcats today. 2 big ones, though, by Joe Porter. Captain Peters. I keep saying Porter. Joe Peters. Joe Peters, unfortunately, a little motion on that. And, that pushes the ball back. 2nd and 15. Clock is running at 2:10, 2:09. Spartan faithful hoping to cheer on a Spartan victory here today.
The student section's feeling it.
Pace of play has really slowed down here a little bit. Cross back to pass, throws it up over the middle. That pass was intended for Calvin Swanson. Falls incomplete, stops the clock. But no movement, no forward momentum here for the Bobcats. They're not matriculating the ball down the field. So
no matriculation. And it was well defended. That would have been a tough catch, and I don't think he would have got the first down anyway. So good defense by Milford. Patient.
3rd and 15. cross in the shotgun. Just slower off the ball, pressured,
Barnhill.
releases under pressure, broken up by Barnhill. Both Peters and Crowley were going for that ball, but they were surrounded by 4 Milford Spartans, and big number 23, Logan Barnhill, came in and cleaned it up, broke up that pass play.
Logan Barnhill was playing almost like a center fielder there. He watched the quarterback size the entire time, and he knew where the ball was going before the wide receivers did.
So with 1:41 to play, your score 35-21. It is now 4th down and 15 for the Bobcats. Do or die time. Nice season for the Bobcats. 6-3. Tough season, tough conference, playing with Timberlane at the top of that division. St. Thomas had a nice season with 7 wins. 6 wins in that division, nothing to sneeze at. Cross back to pass, steps up, fires over the middle. Looks like it may have been picked off. We're going to wait for a ruling here.
Looks like it fell incomplete, bounced off the ground.
That was trapped by number 21 for the Spartans, Caleb Francoeur. Another one of that core of sophomores that are playing a lot for head coach Keith Jones.
Yeah, it feeds into the next season.
At the 1:35 mark of the 4th quarter, Milford Spartans take over on downs, 35-21. A couple of kneel downs or a couple of running plays for head coach Keith Jones, and that should do it here at Spartan Stadium, where the Milford Spartans, the number 3 seed in New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association boys fall football, Division II, looking to survive and advance, and they do exactly that. Next week at Lebanon, 1 o'clock I believe will be the game time in Lebanon. Milford Spartans taking on the Raiders, looking to avenge one of their 2 losses this season.
Yeah, the best play in football, right?
The kneel down, victory
Kneel down.
formation here. The clock continues to roll. So Dan Betty, I want to thank you for coming out and joining us on short notice today. Dennis Shepard, former Booster Club president, was supposed to be here this weekend, but he's an EMT health worker, first responder, and was called into duty on short notice and wasn't able to make it. So we thank you for coming out.
Anytime.
Want to thank our friends and colleagues from Plymouth Local Access for sharing some video feeds with us today, and our production crew headed up by the incomparable Chris Gentry, Alex Andrea Adionzio. I probably pronounced that name wrong, didn't I? Adonizio, right? Adonizio. Clock continues to run, 24 seconds remaining in the game. Again, want to thank everybody for all their efforts here at Milford Spartan Stadium, where the Milford Spartans come in as the 3 seed and hold serve, and they advance to play Lebanon next week. For Dan Betty, for Chris Gentry, I'm Kevin St. Ange, signing off from Milford Spartan Stadium. Thanking you for joining us here on Granite Town Media.
Thank you for those who stayed for this. Sadly, we did not get to do our senior night presentation back when the game got canceled, so we'll do it now. Get everybody a flower. Let me start by just saying thank you to everybody that's here. It's been a long haul. It's got a great community and a great program. Can't do it without you guys. All right. All right, Logan Barnhill with Elizabeth and John Barnhill. Where are you? I don't know. Look at that. Somebody will take the picture. I don't think we're playing that far ahead. Brian McClure is best of man McClure. On your Huckleberry. Okay, hug them better then. Ben Kilgore, there's an Adam Kilgore.
Chris, do you want me to stay on just coach, or do you want me to look at the players too? Good. Over the seniors there now. Yeah, it's coach. Thanks, Lydia.
Hayden Zaleski with Janet Kamala and Jim Zaleski. And former gridiron legend, Owen Zaleski. Why didn't you play when you were in high school? Ethan O'Connor with Suzanne Wright and Ross O'Connor. Christian Waller with Teresa and Chris Waller. TJ Gam with Julie and Michael Gam. Last but certainly not least, our right stepson, the kicker boy, Colin Gregg with Casey Castellano and Mike Gregg. Gregg with the kicker boy. Again, thank you for staying. Like I said, it takes a village. We appreciate all your support. Hopefully you can make the Suck Up 89 to Lebanon next week. Thank you. At this time, we would like to recognize a 2003 state champion, a New Hampshire Coach of the Year, a New Hampshire Shrine and Chad head coach, and this year, his 20th year as Milford head football coach. In recognition of your tireless efforts to go above and beyond in supporting the student athletes of Milford High School. At this time, let's recognize and join me in a round of applause for head coach Keith Brown.